Yeah, it does seem like Google Pixels are getting more expensive, but what if there was a decent reason why? As yes, the list of specs for the Pixel 8 Pro hints at the possibility of you getting more for your money, sort of. The new OnePlus 12 seems to be a lot more of a real flagship than what we've seen before. And what if Apple was reinventing battery technology for the iPhone 15? And yeah, you know what I meant with that. I'm Jaime Rivera, and if I look pale, sorry, I've been sick for the third time in 2 months. Beginnings of the week are usually bad on me. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with Samsung, since they just confirmed some details of the upcoming Unpacked event. In a blog post that has become a tradition ahead of Unpacked, TM Rowe dropped a few hints as to what's coming at the company's next big launch. Of course, he confirmed the new foldables, but also new tablets and smartwatches. Rowe claims that this new batch of devices have a design identity that's being essential, innovative, and harmonious. He also said that every gram and millimeter in a foldable device requires an engineering breakthrough, and then confirmed that the Galaxy Z Fold and Z Flip 5 will be slimmer and lighter than previous generations. It is likely that the new hinge mechanism that will remove the hinge gap, or at least has been teased, will be used on both phones and will help a lot with cutting the weight. So yeah, Sammy will reveal all their new technology on July 26 at an event being hosted in South Korea, and of course stay tuned because we'll be there. It's the reason I need to, somehow wash whatever it is that I have, because I cannot be sick for this trip. Now let's move on to Apple, since we have new information about the iPhone 15 series. According to a new report, Cupertino plans to add a new technology for the batteries of the upcoming series. This new technology would be a stacked battery that would increase the energy density and prolong lifespan. To give you guys some context, a stacked battery cell uses a manufacturing technique called lamination, where the elements and separators are folded into zigzag layers instead of being rolled up, liberating more space to include more active material, resulting in greater overall capacity. We've been hearing about this technology coming to smartphones during the last few months, so who knows, it could become a reality. That being said, the rumors we've heard haven't hinted to much of a dramatic change when it comes to the current capacities if we compare them to the past. In addition, the report also mentions that Apple is exploring 40-watt wire charging and 20-watt wireless charging through MagSafe, but it's still unclear if it will arrive on this year's lineup or we'll have to wait until later. Moving on, let's talk about OnePlus and the specifications of their upcoming flagship, and trust me, it sounds amazing. I mean, earlier today, OnLeaks published a list of the specs of the new phone, and let's just say it's both good and predictable with the company's track record. So obviously, as expected, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, which Qualcomm is set to announce officially sometime in October, I guess. The new Snapdragon chipset will be paired with 16 gigs of RAM and at least 256 gigs of storage, though we're not sure if these are the starting specifications, as OnePlus is notorious for doing far less on its base units. The report also claims that it will have a 6.7-inch AMOLED display with an 120Hz refresh rate. One of the biggest upgrades comes in the battery, which apparently will jump to 5,400 mAh, which is 400 more than its predecessor, and listen, the OnePlus 11 was already legendary. Finally, for the camera department, the OnePlus 12 will include a 50-megapixel main sensor, a 50-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 64-megapixel telephoto camera that has a periscopic lens, though allegedly it will only offer 3x optical zoom, which is probably a typo, though hey, I mean, they've got all those megapixels, so I'm sure they're going to do more with that. But let's see what we get, because I mean, hybrid shooting is something Google does with the pixels all the time. And finally, for the hottest news today, let's talk about Google, since we have a new report that would confirm the specs for the Pixel 8 Pro, and you should care. If Google sticks to its usual schedule, we should see the new lineup make its first appearance in October. However, despite being 3 months away, Yogesh Brar shared a full list of the most important specs. The new Pro model will sport a 6.7-inch LTPO OLED display with 120Hz refresh rate, It will be powered by the Tensor G3, which we hear will have major improvements, in addition to a Titan security chip, and then 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. It will also include a 4950 mAh battery and support 27-watt wired charging. Now, an interesting twist is the possibility of having an ultrasonic on-display fingerprint scanner, which has only appeared on Samsung phones and Vivo phones, as well as an infrared temperature sensor we talked about a few months ago on the back of the phone, which we're still trying to figure out. Now, on the camera, we're getting the same 3-sensor arrangement, but different sensors, we hear. Still 50 megapixel main with OIS, 64 megapixel ultra wide, and 48 megapixel telephoto. Finally, we haven't heard any information about the pricing of the Pixel 8 Pro, but there are reports claiming that the base Pixel 8 will get $50 more expensive, so maybe we will be seeing some of a surprise with the Pixel 8 Pro. Anyways, in today's question, would you be willing to pay more for the Pixel 8 Pro, and how much? Because listen, I am shocked that Google has been able to keep this phone so affordable for 2 generations already? And it's as good as it is. Yeah, fine, Pixel 6 Pro wasn't great. Pixel 7 Pro was what the first one should have always been. So Pixel 8 Pro should be amazing. So hey, if they keep the price, I'm going to be a happy guy. But if not, I'll take the $50. But that's just me. Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social media as our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me battle with stuff, like seriously. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.